Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to use the fusion ball, which is just a little tiny bigger ball. You can use any kind of ball or a pillow. Let's get this party started. Let's get ready, and we're going to do the first exercises in standing. Not a lot in standing. I would like to just try this once. So you can stand on your mat or next to it as you wish. We are more or less hip distance parallel, and I would like you to have your ball in between your hands, and you give just a little bit of resistance with your hands. Then try to make yourself as tall as possible, and to warm up of our spine, let's roll down starting from your head, and you're trying to go down as far as you can. If you can't touch the floor, your feet with your ball with your hand, that's fine. And before you come up, make sure that you make your lower back as round as possible, coming to a standing position. Good. Let's do this. Roll down 2 more times. Down. And one last time. Take your time. And coming back up to a standing position. Good. Now comes the interesting part. Can we place that ball underneath your right foot? But I would like you to still keep this hip distance parallel position. And you know it's going to be a little bit shaky like that. It's totally fine. So press with your right foot and your left foot down. And we're going to do here. Again, 3 roll downs starting from your head. And keep on pressing with your right leg into the ball. And coming back up. And 2. I mean, of course, you have to make sure that you're not pressing too much. It feels like a single leg roll down. And one last time, it's just a little nice activation for your left leg. Good. Then let's switch to the other foot. And you just have to make sure that it's more or less hip distance apart and next to the other foot. And there we go. And down. And it could be possible that one side is a little bit more easier or difficult than the other side. And if that's not your exercise today, leave it out. And of course you can do it without the ball. And one last time. And up. Good. Nice. That was our little warm-up for our spine. Can we find a comfortable way down on our mats? And I would like you to place that ball underneath your tailbone. So sometimes the tendency is that the ball is more towards your shoulders, but really place it maybe more towards the glute muscles, that we're not having the chance going into our sway back. Good. From here, your hands are pressing down, your feet are pressing into the floor, and we're going to do a tilt of your pelvis. And you feel when you tilt that the ball is moving a little bit away from you, and then go back into your neutral position. Just into this one tilt. And back. A posterior tilt. Let's go for 2 more times. And then one last time, can you stay into your posterior tilt so your pelvis is tilted? So you're trying to make your lower back as round as possible. Use your hands to make sure that you're stable and lift both legs up to tabletop. Yes, and it's a little shaky, which is good. That's why we have the tilt of your pelvis. And let's go into a couple of toe taps. Lower one after the other leg, down and up. And making sure that you move the ball as less as possible and making sure that your pelvis stays in this posterior tilt. And of course, you don't have to touch the mat with your toes or with your feet. It's your choice. You can also flex your feet. And keep on breathing easy. We go for 3 more times each side. And one last time. Then we keep both legs in tabletop. And we're going to lower and lift both legs at the same time. Down and up. And you can go inhale down, exhale up, and make sure that you keep your tilt in the posterior position. And then one last time. And place your feet back onto your mat. Shake your legs for 1 second. And now we're having the next little, we're going to do the same 2 exercises again with your tilt, but I'm going to tell you in a second. So, tilt your pelvis, keep it tilted, and lift both legs up again into tabletop. Stay there, you can close your legs completely and lift your arms up and your fingertips are facing towards the ceiling. Ready? Let's do our toe taps again, one after the other leg. One last time each side. And then you're going to place 2 legs in tabletop. You're going to lower and lift both legs at the same time, down and up. And don't forget your tilt. It's also a reminder for me. I had to adjust it a little bit. And last time. Then place your feet back down on your mat and take the ball away from underneath your tailbone and place the ball in between your knees. Squeeze the ball just a tiny little bit so it's not falling down onto the mat. And we're going into a couple of hip lifts. You can start inhale to prepare. With your next exhale, start tilting your pelvis and move it all the way up into your bridge. When you reach your highest point, you stay there with your inhale, and with your next exhale, you bring your pelvis back down to your starting position. So, without confusing you, is when you exhale, you move your spine. And when you don't move it, you inhale and try to go through your biggest articulation of your spine. Good, let's do that one last time. And then after, you keep your pelvis down onto your mat. And let's concentrate on our knees and the shape of the ball. I would like you to squeeze the ball and change the shape of it and release. So, squeeze, you can exhale, inhale, release. Squeeze, Good, but we don't have to squeeze all the way, just a good squeeze. And one last time. And now, can we keep the left knee where it is and only squeeze the ball with your right knee? So left is staying, right knee is squeezing. Good, let's keep your right knee and only squeeze with your left one. And last one. Good. Take the ball in your hands, close your feet, and open your knees like a little stretch for your inner thighs. Or some people call this one the butterfly stretch. Good. Then let's go back on the same position with the ball in between your knees. We're going to do these 3 exercises. So 2 legs are squeezing, then the right and the left again. But can we lift our pelvis up into our highest bridge? Make sure when you're up with your pelvis that we have again a little tilt there. And you're trying to make or trying to close your rib cage a little bit more, that we have a long line. And then we're going to lift this pelvis a couple of centimeters up. From now on, the pelvis is going to stay there. Only both knees are squeezing the ball and release. Squeeze, release. Yes. Last time. Then we go left is staying, right knee or right leg is squeezing, left is staying. Ready for the other side. Left is moving, right is staying. And one last time, and bring your pelvis back down onto your mat. Take the ball away from the knees, and let's open these knees again and keep the feet together. This butterfly stretch for a couple of seconds. Nice. Let's bring the ball on the knee, on the back side, and I would like you to place the ball more or less in between the shoulders, kind of. Yeah. So you can see that here. Make sure that it's not too low towards your lumbar spine. Then legs stay there. Support your head with your hands. And from here, let's just open our chest and do a little extension and support your head with your hands. And then you're going to bring your chest back, but now you're going to make your spine as round as possible. So you make it long, go in this one direction, extension of your spine, and make it as round as possible. And when you continue, you're going to realize, or you hopefully feel, that your abdominal muscles are working a little bit more when you're coming back. Good. And last time. And let's stay in that round, let's call it a chest lift position. Good. Now let's do a quarter of this movement what we've done before. So you just move a tiny little bit back and make yourself as round as possible again. Just a little release and round. You can inhale going back, exhale coming to this round position back again. We have 4, 3, 2, and keep your chest lifted. And let's add some rotation. You're going to go rotation to one side and rotation to the other side. And you're trying to go with your elbow towards the opposite knee. So you can exhale, twist, inhale, coming back. When you go to the other side, and exhale again. And then one last time, each side. And then relax for 1 little second over the ball. And you feel a little bit more, because sometimes when you only do a chest lift, you'll feel this upper one. This ones you also feel a little bit more the lower ones. But we're going to change that and add a little leg movement. So can you come up into your chest lift again? And this time, can you extend your right leg? So then we go, open up your chest, upper body a little bit like we've done before. And when you go into your chest lift, you lift your right leg up. And you open and lower your leg. And up. Of course, you're trying to bring your upper body or your nose towards your knee and less your knee towards your nose. 3 of 8 and 4. Squeeze 5. 6. Last 2. 7 and 8. Keep your chest lifted and switch your leg. Extend your left one on your mat and open your chest a little bit up and lift and release. Yes, you can exhale, lifting your leg. Inhale, going back. And last time. Good. And relax for 1 second again. And I would like to do a little mini crisscross position or crisscross addition or variation of this one. Now, again, lift your chest and extend your right leg in like a little diagonal, this one. Now, when you bend your right leg, you're going to rotate towards your right knee and extend. This time, let's keep this chest lifted. And when we bend our leg and we rotate towards our right side, we might lift our upper body a little bit more. And exhale when you lift and bend. Good. Again, here, knee is coming towards your elbow. And last time. Good. Let's go directly to the other side. And rotate, extend. Last two. And good. And relax for 1 second. Good. Now, we did a lot of stuff for the front part. I would like to do a little bit for the back part. So, for the back part or the back side of our entire body. So we're going to come to a seated position, and we go into kind of, it's not really lying on your belly, but kind of. We need that ball, and I would like you to place it on the bottom part of your chest bone. Sometimes the stomach is having a little problem with that pressure, so maybe experiment a little bit if you go more up, if you go more down, to find your comfortable position. Your legs are long, can be slightly open, and your arms are bent right next to you, and let's rest the upper body completely, including the head, over the ball. From here, make yourself long, legs are long, shoulders are going away from your ears, and your center is active. Let's start first lifting your head, then lifting your chest, and going back down, taking the shape, or your upper body is trying to take the shape of the ball, and up, and down. And if you have more extension, you can also bring your elbows a little bit off from the floor. And good. Now, keep your upper body down and like kind of halfway. And we're going to concentrate on the arms. Shoulders are away from your ears. Lift your arms in this bent position, up and down. But upper body stays kind of long. So upper body is not lifting yet. Don't worry, we're going to do that in a second. And last time your arms. And let's bring the arms and the upper body down and do arms and upper body at the same time. Up and down. And lift it up. We have 4 more to go. And one last time, keep your upper body and your arms lifted. We're going to do a breast stroke. So extend your arms and lower your upper body just a little bit. Circle your arms behind you and lift your chest. Keep your chest lifted and bend your arms. So you're going to dive into this imaginary water and open up your chest when you bring your arms behind you. Up. And last but not least, make sure that your head is in line with your spine. Sometimes maybe the tendency is that we are bringing too much tension into the back of our neck or onto our neck. Let's do this exercise 3 more times. And one last time. And good. Then let's come into the all fours position, and we place the ball in between our knees so the ball is organized, and we do a couple of cat stretches. Round your back, lower your head, and extend your spine and lift your head. And then one last time. Then let's place the ball in between our feet here, just to hold it there so it's not rolling away. And we're going to sit with our pelvis onto the ball and relax your upper body and arms front. You can also open your knees a little bit to the side and relax there. Let's go here for 3 big inhales and exhales. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had a little bit of fun. If you can't get enough of our videos, go over there and watch the next one. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe over there. Thank you so much again for joining us, me again. Bye.